Hey, what's happening everybody? Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be looking at a GoPro vlogging mic comparison. We got three mics here, and what we're going to be looking at is the Pro Mic by Polar Pro, the Sarimanok G Mic, and the Rode Videomicro. Now, I chose these two here because they're in the $35 price range on Amazon, and I went with these two because they had the highest rating and the best reviews, so I wanted to get these two. Now, a lot of you have been telling me that I should try out this mic, the Rode Videomicro, so I finally got it, and so I can put it against these two mics here. This one's actually 60 bucks, so a little bit more pricier than these two, but we'll kind of get an idea of what you would get for this price point and then compare it to that price point. So the Polar Pro mic comes with a foam windscreen as well as a lapel mic. Sarimanok G Mic only comes with the foam windscreen, and the Rode Videomicro here comes with the fur windscreen, a mic cable, and the mic itself. Okay, so we're looking at the Polar Pro mic here. It's a simple mic. It comes with two attachments, so the mic itself, and that's going to connect to the USB adapter that goes right into the GoPro. And like I mentioned earlier, it does come with a foam windscreen, which you can just put right on, and that's going to help with a lot of that wind noise. Now we're taking a closer look at the Sarimanok G Mic. Simple mic, it's compact, it's small, it plugs directly into the GoPro, and it does come with a foam windscreen, which you can put right on, and again, that's just going to help with that wind noise, so I'd recommend to leave that on at all times. Alright, now we're taking a look at the Rode Videomicro. Now this is the GoPro housing I was talking about. It has a cold shoe mount on top so that you can mount mics like this right on there. Now I'm just putting the mic right into the fur windscreen. I'm going to get it connected and mounted on top of the GoPro housing. Now this mic, it comes with that red mic cable, but it does not come with that GoPro mic adapter. You're going to need to buy that separately. So let's go outside. I'm going to do some nice riding, so we'll get some nice wind hitting that mic and see how well each of them do and see what the sound quality is. So let's go do that. I'm on my scooter right now, so this is probably like the worst case scenario when it comes to testing out these mics because there's a lot of wind hitting them. How does that sound? And right now I have Wi-Fi turned on. I noticed that when Wi-Fi is turned on, there's like some sort of interference going on, and I'm not sure why it does that. But from what I've heard, it's like a lot of clicking, and it's basically unusable. So you can't use Wi-Fi when using this mic, unfortunately. Okay, switching over to the Sarimanok G Mic. I did a quick test, and it sounds like this one has a much higher gain, so the audio is much louder. Do a little more riding here. All right, so I have Wi-Fi on now. I won't know if the clicking is there until I get back inside. So if it's clicking, that sucks. If it is clicking though, that means that it's not really something to do with the mic, but maybe just something to do with the GoPro and the Wi-Fi signal. I have no idea. But if it is just the Polar Pro mic, then that would mean that there is something wrong with that mic and there is some sort of weird interference with just that mic. All right, so I now have the Rode Videomicro on. I'm using 1440p mode, so it's really wide top to bottom. So you're gonna see some of that mic at the top there. The mic is bouncing around a lot, but I guess it's sort of being absorbed from that little attachment that it has there. So that's a cool little thing that comes with the mic. Like I said, 1440p mode, so you're gonna see some of that mic in there. So I'm gonna switch over to Super View, which you're gonna see the same results, but we'll check it out anyway. Okay, I got 1080p Super View mode on. So like I said, you're gonna see that mic in there, but really we're just testing the audio quality, but this is just one of the downfalls of using this mic. Okay, we got 1080p mode on. You might actually see some of the fur, but what I tried doing with the mic is trying to mount it as far back as possible so that it doesn't get into the frame. But how's it look? Wi-Fi enabled. How's it doing? Any clicking? Alright, so we just checked out those scooter shots, so now we have a good idea of what each of these mics sound like. So let me start off from the top with the Polar Pro here, and I gotta say that this one mic here is probably the worst out of all these three. However, it did do a good job distinguishing between my voice and the scooter, making that noise with the motor. But overall, the quality of the audio was just not that great. It just didn't impress me. Sarimanok G Mic. Audio quality is good, but it's just so loud. And I think it had a really hard time distinguishing between my voice and that motor, the sound of that motor. Like everything was at the same level. So yeah, I just didn't really like that. Best mic here has got to be the Rode Videomicro here. It did a great job between my voice and also the motor from the scooter. Did a great job there, but the drawback of this one was obviously the fur at the top was getting into the shot, so that's a little bit annoying. Now going back to the Polar Pro, Wi-Fi cannot be enabled if you're using this mic. It's actually listed on their website saying that it's recommended that the Wi-Fi is turned off so that you don't run into that weird interference issue. Now, the Sarimanok G Mic, actually, I had a hard time figuring this out. I didn't really hear it the first time when I was editing this video. Then I went back and listened carefully, and I actually did hear some clicking on this mic too. So these two mics both have issues with Wi-Fi interference. This one's a lot louder, this one's a lot lower. So yeah, so you got to make sure you don't have Wi-Fi enabled when you're using these two mics here. This one has no problem with that, so nothing to worry about. So now we're in a much more quieter environment. I'm here in my apartment. I have the GoPro set up on my couch here, so it's a little weird setup. But you get an idea of what the Polar Pro sounds like, the Sarimanok G Mic, as well as the Rode Videomicro. So yeah, I'm just babbling about anything right now so I can let you hear what each one sounds like. Blah, blah, blah. Yep, 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 yep. That's what it sounds like. Yep, yep, anyway, so I'm just going to talk a little bit more just so I have something to play around with in editing later while I put this whole video together. Yeah, so I think it's a good test to see which mic is the best here. Yeah, okay. So like I mentioned earlier, the Polar Pro Pro Mic does come with a lapel mic. Can't really see myself using this for you know, shooting with the GoPro just because you got this wire hanging around, and I don't know, I'm just not really into that. Maybe if I was doing like moto vlogging, or if I was going mountain biking or something like that, maybe it would make sense to use that. But for vlogging like this, I don't want to see like a wire just hanging around and all that. I mean, I could tuck it under my shirt, but still, I just don't want, I don't want something like that. Like that just looks too weird to me. But it is an option. It is an option. It does come with it, so that's kind of a cool thing. All right, so overall, I'm gonna have to go with the Rode Videomicro here. Now, it's actually between these two mics here, the Sarimanok G Mic and the Videomicro. Now, if you don't want to spend 60 bucks to get this mic here, you can just go with this Sarimanok G Mic. It's 35 bucks. Now, you gotta remember one thing though. If you wanna get this mic here, you're gonna have to mount it on top of the GoPro. Now, you're gonna need that GoPro case, so you're gonna need to invest some more money into that case, as well as the GoPro mic adapter. So you're looking at an extra, on top of that 60 bucks, an extra $30 or $40. And then you're also gonna need a hand grip down below or a Gorilla Pod, so you might have that already. So you're not just spending $60 on the mic, unless you could figure out, maybe you could just duct tape it or something, I don't know. But if you want it to look more pro, then you're gonna have to spend a little bit more than 60 bucks. Sarimanok G Mic, as easy as possible. You just stick it on and then you can just use it. You don't need to worry about anything like that. It's pretty simple to use. It's nice and compact. Polar Pro, I don't know. I just didn't find it impressive to me. So yeah, overall, I have to say it's between these two. You guys make your choice. Anyway, I hope you guys found this little comparison I did for GoPro vlogging mics helpful. If you did, give me a like. That definitely shows me that, you know, I helped you out with this, so that's awesome. Links down below in the description if you want to get any of these mics. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.